In my previous video, we looked at how to calculate the mean from a frequency table. We're now going to look at some of the other averages that we need to calculate from a frequency table. So we used this example before when we calculate the mean. It's about the number of students and 30 students and how many cats they owned. Okay, and the table showed the results. Now in the previous video about the mean, I explained about how the table works. So you might want to reference that before you start looking at how to calculate the other averages. Now, one of the things you may be asked is the mode or the modal value for the table. And this table is about the number of cats. So if they asked what is the modal number of cats, that means that we are looking for the most frequent number. Now, if we look at the frequencies, so this references the frequencies. If we look at the frequencies, the one with the most frequency is 13, but that's not how we answer it. It's talking about the modal number of cats. That's the one with the biggest frequency. So we're referencing this. So it is in fact 1. So we look for the biggest frequency, but then we reference it to the information that we're given, which is 1. So the modal number of cats is 1. Now when we want to look at the range, if you remember, is the biggest subtract the smallest. And we're not looking for the biggest subtract the smallest frequencies, we're looking for it in terms of the information we're talking about, which is the number of cats. So the biggest number of cats is 4, and the smallest number of cats is 0. So 4 take 0 is 4. So the range for the number of cats is 4. Now the one that confuses pupils is the median, because when you calculate the median, if you had all your numbers displayed out in order, you would find the middle of those numbers. But when you have it in a table, you have to do something slightly different. Now we know from the information from the table that there are 30, the frequency is 30, so that is the total frequency. So the sum of the frequency is 30. Now when we calculate the median, what we do is we take the sum of the frequency and we add 1 to it and we divide by 2. So we do the number plus 1 divided by 2. Now we have a total of 30. If we add 1 to it, that's 31. And if we divide by 2, 31 divided by 2 is 15.5. So we need the 15.5th value or frequency. And the way that we find that is that we go down our table. Now if we accumulate the frequencies, the first 6 are here, and then if we go to the next one, then we're adding 13 on to 6, which is 19. So we've already gone past the 15.5th value. So these are the first 6. So it's not, the median is not 0. The 15th value is the 9th value in this row, because the first 6 are there, and then we need 9 more to get us to 9.5 more to get us to 15.5. So the 15.5th value is in this one, because in total out of the 2 rows we have 19. So the median equals 1 cat.